Jagudada, from me, Hrishi K, and everybody at Radio 1, thank you for talking to us. It's always such a pleasure.
Pleasure is mine, and Tahiriye hosh mein aun to chale jaiyega. Shashiji's, yeah, we love him always. My dad is iconic, always. Mere paas maa hai. That's iconic. So, all the remembrance to the most beautiful looking man and a person and an actor.
What lovely kids, you know, whether it's Sanjana or Karan or Kunal, keeping alive the Prithvi Theatre, which is so important.
It's a heritage that they're taking care of so beautifully. They're lovely kids. I've seen them grow up. I've seen them cycle to school.
You know, my problem is I only get to meet you before a film releases because these interviews happen before. I never get to give you enough compliments after the film releases, and Mowgli to me was a lesson in really dubbing. I mean, this is stuff you've been doing for decades, I know that. But, you know, somewhere in this whole sync sound stuff, you forget how good you are, you know, just dubbing over. And this wasn't about your natural bass voice. Your natural bass voice, everybody knows that Jackie Shroff has that. But the fact that you were able to modulate and, you know, just bring about all the emotions, do the high pitches, low pitches, everything, you must have really enjoyed that one.
I had no idea. I just flew with the tide. I saw the eyes of the actor. He was emoting with his eyes out there. It was I know it was a real actor behind the animate. So I was following his eyes and I was trying to do as much as I could. Not that I missed out few, which I saw. Obviously, being an actor, everybody's always hungry. Nahi, yaar, aisa karta. Abhi aisa karta, waisa karta nahi ho gaya, nikal gaya, banduk nikal gaya. But it was nice. It was his eyes that guided me. It was his eyes that guided me to modulate.
Do you remember what you were doing when the Bangladesh, India-Pakistan war for Bangladesh was happening? What was Jackie Shroff doing in 1969, 70, 71? Were you at Valkeshwar? Were you at Teenbatti? You know, where was life taking you? Were you doing Swami Dada at that time? What was it?
57 born. So, kitne were? Again, 71 tak.
Kid.
Kitna hua? Bachcha tha?
14.
Chota tha shayad.
14 years old, but 14 is a lovely age, Jagudada.
Age, but I was like, I lost my brother when I was young, and then I was in a shanty, and things were rough out there, and I had no idea. We're on the ground level. It was a total different story.
You were fighting your own wars.
Yeah, there was a little battle out there. People, my brother was a big dude out there when he passed away. So I had to kind of face the brunt, and I was a solo kid. A kid who was always scared of a few things like firecrackers, hide under the bed, like how a बिल्ली अपना घर में अपने छोटे कुत्ते जो बच्चे होते हैं उन लोग डर जाते हैं, उसी तरह से मैं डर जाया करता था. तो मुझे तो समझ में नहीं आया था. I was fighting my own battle out there, and I had no idea what the hell was happening. Like I'm kind of never lost my childhood. I never looked beyond that.
Wow. No, but you know, mom says that, you know, there used to be air warnings, and you know, you used to be asked to go back into the house and things like that. You must have some memory of that.
I was in first standard, I think it's like 1965, when there was kind of intrusion and there was siren and people were running helter skelter. I was sitting on my tin can and waiting for someone to come and get me from the bus stop. Like how they used to do and nobody came, and nobody came, and this happened. I knew what's shitting in the pants is then.
This is such a wonderful film. I mean, it talks about Desh Bhakti, it talks about Raw, Romeo Akbar, Walter, and you are playing, you know, one of the first heads of Raw. Some people say it's modeled on a real life character. Is that true, or did you just do your own thing, you know, with Robbie giving you some kind of an outline of all the research that he had?
Robbie is such a fine technician that I never needed to worry a bit. He handled me right from the beginning. He said, this is the film I'm making. John's there. It's called Raw. It's the first time Intel was set. That's what is the key to any kind of success, your information. So that's the kind of job you're doing. You're setting up a base out there. So I said, definitely, you handle me, I'll do it. Because I've done a film called Samai with him. And I know what he is all about, what kind of technician he is, what kind of passion and sincerity he has. I didn't have to worry a bit.
And John, he's just so fond of you. Everybody's fond of you. I mean, that's a wrong statement to make. But
God's kind, God's kind, God's kind, God's kind.
So a little bit about John, the fact that he's been around, getting his due now. A lot of people turned around and said, model bacha hai, ye hai, wo hai. But look at the kind of track record he's had the last few years. He's gone beyond just action.
I've seen John. I've seen John. He's a young kid. I mean, for me, I know his aunt, Dolly Masi for him and Dolly for us. Dear Dolly's been there like an icon in the Oberoi. When we used to go down to Sellers, Samarkand, those were the places. So she was there. She was the Oberoi. I mean, she was kind of one of the foundations. She looked that strong out there. And John's from that breed. So John's got a streak of honesty, happiness, grit, and sincerity to his work, and the brutalness. When he's working, he's totally. You don't see it, but he is absolutely clinical. The passion is different. Great performance in this film. He's been having a track record which is there. Everybody's in awe of him. John, the kind of physique he has, the kind of look he has, the kind of actor that he is, and the kind of person that he is. He is to his work. He is absolutely keyed on. That's how one should be to your job, to what you're doing, to your craft, to your business. One should learn from him, I feel.
And Sikandar, you've seen him like a little boy. You were just saying off the mic that, you used to lift him up as a little boy, and here he is playing a very key role in Raw. So your thoughts on Sikandar here?
He's like my little baby. He's like my little child. And what he's playing out there is something that I don't want my child to do.
Beautifully put. But... again...
he's brilliant. He's brilliant. He's playing this character which I can't imagine. It's the same child who I lifted off the ground when Mama said, just lift him and put him on the bed. And I did it, and I know what he was. A little lovely, sweet, plump baby. So to lift him also was a kind of task. And now here he is, total towering on top of me. A tall boy with sincere eyes, the hunger in his tummy. He's done a great job. He's done a job which is... I don't want to hate him, but I can hate him. Is that good in the film?
Spies never get their due, simply because they can't be in the public eye. Army officers can be in the public eye. Politicians can be in the public eye. And the fact that these spies, people like your character, people like John's character, are celebrated in this film.
Thank God for small mercies, I think. The credit due is credit due. I'm lucky to play a gentleman who has got the intel in India. It's a credit to me, and hats off to him. I think he's a great man. I've tried my best to do justice to it, and Baki Topna, Baba ne, he's taken care of me properly. Rabi. Even the cast, the crew, the camera person, the sound recordist, everything. I mean, it's a film which is full of love and passion, and a salute to all the unsung heroes.
What I love is that you have this wonderful understated performance. It's very easy to get into jingoism and play loud spies, play loud army officers. Most of them are very strong, silent type of guys who get the job done. And from the little bit I can see in the trailer and stuff, you're doing what you do best, Jagudada, which is underplaying it.
You notice me a lot. You notice me in Mowgli, you noticing me underplaying. I think I should sit with you often.
You're a kind man. I would love that, but you're a busy man.
I'm not that busy. As you think I can take you to my farm, you can do work from there. You need to bloody hell talk to so many people, so many things you gotta ask. Do you ever get a break?
Yeah, sometimes on a Sunday.
And then family, obviously.
Yeah, family. A kid who goes to Besant where Tiger went.
Oh, Besant Montessori. Love the school. It's, yeah. Tell me, we were talking about, so sorry.
Yeah, underplaying it instead of doing, these loud army officers and loud spies.
There's a lot of hand of my director in that, a lot of hand of my writer in that, and definitely my understanding of a person who is undercover. He's quiet. He's not someone who wants to be in public eye. You hardly see any of his photographs nowadays. You hardly see. It seems there are only 2 pictures of his on net or wherever. Then ज़्यादा जो बात करते वो काम कम करते.
So his name is V.N. Cow. Is that his real name? Is the character that you're based on?
I think that's what my friend Robbie said. It's a gentleman called Cow, K-A-O, Cow, that's the name. So I'm playing that character. I said, do you want me to study it? Or, well, no, I see that in you. I see the kind of patience and the kind of quiet and the kind of presence that I'm looking for. So the reason I've come to you. Don't spoil it by doing anything extra. Then I say. So I didn't try anything else. I just he got what he wanted, I think.
I want to give you a compliment. I mean, the Aisha ma'am and yourself, how beautifully you brought up Tiger. He's such a well-mannered kid. He's a wonderful kid. He comes in and he gives so much respect to journalists. Lots of times stars don't give that much respect to journalists. But, some of us senior journalists, he gives us so much respect, so much love. And really hats off to the way you've been brought up. You're a proud father.
Yeah, I'm definitely so happy that the children love him. Every place that I go, I am known as Tiger's father, which makes me so happy, which is obvious. If your kid's loved by people, it's so much happiness when you sit in a plane, or when you go down to some kind of party, or when you go to a school, or anywhere you go down to shelter. You go any place, they love my little child. I'm so blessed. I feel that both my children have really made me relaxed and happy, and I hope they spread this happiness to the other children of the country and the world, and let there be peace, I feel. And Kausab, I tried my best. If I have faltered anyway, I'm sorry to you and your family. I mean,
how sweet. I'll tell you something. When Tiger came to my studio for Munna Michael, he was talking about how his character loves Michael Jackson. And I said, but your dad listens to such great music. He said he grew up listening to a lot of rock that you were playing from your record players and your CDs. Yeah. So he said he was hanging around the house and he got to listen to a lot of that music.
Yeah, he heard a lot. He heard the old Hindi songs that I used to like. Because what I used to hear on radio, I've grown up on radio. There was a time when there was nothing but radio, and Vivid Bharati then, of FM and all these things have definitely happened now, and they're rocking all of them. But Vivid Bharati used to rock, and Bela Ke Phool, 11 se 11:30, we used to listen to all those songs which used to be in your subconscious. I mean, we used to sleep by then. That's what I used to hum when my baby was growing up. And at the same time, King Crimson,
Uriah Heep,
sunrise and a new day's breaking through. The morning of another day without you.
Which is why the kids have such great music sense, both your kids. I mean, they're just passionate about music.
They're sports person, so playing sports, you get a kind of rhythm in your body that, when you give hold, make pool, like that kind of thing. Hold dene ka, yahan nikalne ka wahan. So that kind of twist and turn in the body is there because of basketball, football, so rhythm sets in. And then they were skating when they were kids. They were on the monkey bar, so there was rhythm all the time to them. And with father like me who is humming something which is like yonder beautiful memories, lovely songs, so things are in their head. Then their songs I started listening to also. So Jackson is someone who my kids used to love. In fact, my wife took him for the show, and I was falling with Krishna, and she kind of fell asleep, so I had to get her back home. So I remember that time so clearly that my boys saw it sitting on Anna Singh's shoulder and watching Michael Jackson dance as a child.
Everybody loves you. But who is your BFF? You know what BFF means? Best friend forever. Who is your 2 a.m. call?
You know something? This BFF is something which a channel asked me to do. I said, cool. I had no idea. I said, maybe it's one of the shows. So I say, who would you like to? I say, any of my friend actresses. So they got, this is Juhi Ji. So Juhi Ji, I said, you're cool. And then someone said, you know what? My wife said, I'm your BFF. I said, yeah, I'm your best friend forever. I said, I had no idea. And Juhi, anyway, is someone who is close to all of us, our heart. And we've done a lot of films together, so might as well do it. So for me, everybody is a friend. I'm someone who's a widow to anybody. My heart's open, my mind. You know, I'm got an open arm. You can cheat me, you can make me, you can rip me, you can do anything you want. My arms are open all the time. Most of the time I say, just come and take what you can.
Beautiful. Is there a travel destination you went to and said, wow, of late, in India, abroad, that you went to and said, wow, it's a great place?
But Danny Danzangpa is very close to my heart and always will be, definitely. And BFF obviously is Aisha. She'll always be my BFF. Joji, no offense, but I really I had no idea. I think, but after that, BFF Juhi Ji, we have become BFF. I hope.
So travel. Have you gone up to Sikkim? Have you gone up to Sikkim and met Danny?
Sikkim is a place that took my breath away, and it always does. And I'm planning this May to go there. I hope so. The only organic state in India. And fortunately, there is one at least. You can't choose. The whole India should follow that norm. I feel it's a great idea. Sikkim setting the standard of non-pesticide, which is huge. Organic state in India, boss. Udhar jaane ka kuch baat hi alag hota hai. So Sikkim is a place which took my breath away, and it's still not come back. I'm still in the mountains.
There's this boy called Afroz, and him and his team are cleaning Versova beach, and he was telling me, saying, Hrishi K, we're dumping plastic into the ocean. What is it that each one of us can do to save the planet? I mean, it's horrid, the kind of stuff that's happening.
It's simple. I think parents we should start thinking, parents and grandpas, for their children. It's so simple. माँ बाप अगर अपने बच्चों को कुछ छोड़ के जाना चाहते हैं सेविंग्स में, तो पानी में जहर कम, झाड़ पान ज़्यादा, खाने में पेस्टिसाइड नहीं, लोगों के दिमाग में जहर नहीं, बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं. बट प्रॉब्लम है कि हम लोगों को फुर्सत नहीं मिल रही डे टू डे में, भागम भाग में. शायद काम अच्छा लगता है हम लोगों को ज़्यादा, बट काम में ये भूल जाते हैं कि बच्चों की ज़िंदगी आ गई. हम लोग तो आधा कब्र में है भाई. So what we need to do is grow more plants and trees, adopt villages, make them organic if they can. Let organic and non-organic survive together, but don't poison the planet. Simple. Plastic is, like they say, more than 70% in most of the tap waters across the world. If you see it on any of the site, you will see it. Plastic fibers in tap around the globe. You see the ratio, and then we will talk about how to control it. It's there in everything, Baba. आपने अपने हेडफोन लगाए उस पे है, जो माइक है इस पे है, सब चीज़ों में प्लास्टिक. अब कौन सा प्लास्टिक है? और अगर प्लास्टिक है तो पानी में क्यों डाल रहे हैं, ज़मीन पे क्यों डाल रहे हैं? अपने बच्चों के सोच रहे तो क्या प्रॉब्लम है कि अपन अपने बच्चों के बारे में नहीं सोच रहे हैं? If we start thinking, every house start thinking. We say स्वार्थ प्रार्थ, स्वार्थम प्रार्थम. उसी में है, स्वार्थ में ही मैं अपने बच्चे के बारे में सोच के प्लास्टिक यूज़ नहीं करूँगा. आप अपने बच्चे के बारे में करके नहीं करोगे, तो दोनों स्वार्थी है, मगर उसमें एकता एक है हम दोनों, क्योंकि थॉट एक है.
Beautiful. My last question is, Tiger does so many exercises, this, that, and you've been handsome since I remember you, since I was a kid. What is your fitness routine? I mean, do you walk like your friend Anil Kapoor for 40 minutes, this, that?
You grown up?
Compared to you, though, but But it's remarkable. You've always been that handsome, Jackie Shroff. So, what is your exercise routine? Do you go to the gym at all, or you?
No. I breathe. I try to breathe as much as I can. Pranayam.
So no, not even walks or on the treadmill, this, that, nothing? Or walk on the beach, on the farm?
I think I walk on the farm a lot without my shoes and without my socks, without my chappals or whatever. Because I connect to the earth a lot. I walk a lot. I walk a lot bare feet. So I'm kind of earthing bolte mera. समझा ना?
Correct.
हाँ.
Like electronic points have earthing to the ground.
Earthing grounded है मैं. तो मेरे को ground बहुत मिलता है. मैं सांस कोशिश करता हूँ लेने की. Focus करता हूँ.
I loved it. I love this interview. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, my dear fella.